Tribhuvan nagaslam jong unong san Hima.
Yaki trophy jong kalumpung yelekai shispa lai pulai Durand Cup araja arpusau lapalat patba hak sngi pale hakan kanong ba hakaba ne shimenta da arpusau tali kiken hun kiba kentup naduk kibe shimenta haka Indian Super League I League kiken hun yelekai football jong kishipai lambat artali kiba nakiri ba marjan hakan ke program kebalalong ha usoso tham auditorium Shillong lapanyat da ke Eastern Command jong kiken hun shipai rengkau haringkat ke jnya trelang bat ke sarkar jela Hakabalaya danlang Menteri Rangpa Kajala Ukon Rat K Sangma kumju Menteri Ketanat Yalekai Ubak Syakliar Wajri haringkat kajnya danlang Lieutenant General Sanjay Malik GOC ke 101 area Umach Jan Rajesh Emo VSM GOC Bengal Sub Area bat ubalong Vice Chairman ke DCOC kumju Lieutenant Colonel Vikram Singh Chudasama LOC DCOC Director Ketanat Yalekai Udidi Shira bat kiwe Hakanong ba Shillong an penlong tangga jing yelekai jong ke Group F ke bakentup ya sautali kiken huan yelekai ke bakentup ya ke Shillong Lajong FC kumjuk ki atali kiken huan yelekai jong ke Indian Super League kata ke Hyderabad FC bat ke Goa FC lambat ke we kiken huan shipai ke bana Nepal ke Tribhuvan Army FC wat la ya ke lumpung an sedang nadu ke arpunyo Tarik unai tung arja arpusau ha Kolkata Henry ke Lajong ke Nyngkong ya ke Tribhuvan Army FC haka Tarik unai lar arhajar arpusau ha JN Stadium Polo.
More dignitaries present here in this auditorium today, both from the civil and the armed forces. I thank each one of you for making your time out. Prize since 1888 and the Simla Trophy first presented by the citizens of Simla in 1903 to show their passion and support for the tournament. And our gratitude goes also to the Additional Chief Secretary Dr. Shakil Ahmed, IAS Government of Meghalaya, for gracing today's occasion, and not to forget to thank the prominent military dignitaries who are part of today's event as well. May I thank dignitaries will be having along with the trophy. I think we have the photo shoot along with the trophy. Yes, we have the photo shoot along with the trophy, and may I request all our dignitaries now to proceed down for the photo shoot. And along with our dignitaries, I would also invite our other dignitaries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And one.
Just pushing the ball away under pressure. For the last 5 years, the Eastern Command of the Indian Army. And this year, Durand goes multi-city for the first time in 4 states. Royal Durand Cup 2024, powered by Coal India. Many champions, one legacy.
This would certainly act as a harbinger for many more prestigious football tournaments to be held at Shillong in times to come. Besides, to have a wider reach amongst our youth of Meghalaya, the trophy tour would be an extended one this time with its longevity and heritage. Started in 1888, the 134-year-old legacy tournament is all set to get more thrilling as services team from our friendly neighbor Nepal and Bangladesh also compete in this year's edition. The reach of the Durand Cup in the northeast has been expanded, and the legend of Durand this year has been brought to Shillong, the beautiful picturesque capital of the state of Meghalaya, for the first time. This, I am sure, will give a fillip to the budding footballers of Meghalaya to excel and bring laurels for the state in times to come. In 133rd Durand Cup edition, we shall have 4 teams participating. Our own Shillong Lajong, Hyderabad Football Club, Goa Football Club and Tribhuvan Army Football Club. The inaugural match shall be held at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium between Shillong Lajong and Tribhuvan Army Football Club on 2nd August at 4 p.m. You all must etch this date in your minds as the spectacular inaugural ceremony will commence from 2 p.m. onwards and will be a treat to witness with Air Force display teams, dance and musical extravaganza. I am confident that our local populace is going to have a great time on this day. I wish the magnificent trophies a great tour through various districts of Meghalaya and an enjoyable journey from here on till they finally reach Calcutta. Before I end, I must also place on record the contribution of our sponsors and our event manager.
And let me tell you that during our discussion, I was a little skeptical because the stadium is not as yet done. But then we had given the assurance, the Honorable Chief Minister had given the assurance, and he had told me that we can do it. And after that meeting, I still remember that the department, all the officers have worked hard to make sure that we finish the stadium on time. And with that being said, I take this one positive mindset that our Honorable Chief Minister has. Despite all the negative comments, all the hardships that we face, his positive mindset has led us to work hard and to make sure that we are ready and that our stadium will be ready on time to host this Durand Cup. It is indeed a very, very proud moment for our state to be able to host such a prestigious tournament. I would also like to thank our CNC Air Marshal SP Dhakar, who I've met before, our General Sanjay Malik, the Major General Rajesh A. Moge, the General Gangandeep, and our Additional Chief Secretary. My friends from the media, and I would also like to thank the officers from the sports department, our secretary, our director, the respected DC of East Khasiels, and everyone present here at this moment. I will not take much of your time. This is the first time that we will be hosting this Durand Cup, and I do hope that in the near future that this will not be the last time that we hold this cup. I do hope that more and more tournaments we will be hosting in our state. I do believe that with the infrastructures that we have, that with the infrastructures that we are going to come up, that we will be able to host more and more bigger tournaments here in our state. As we all know, Meghalaya is a football-loving state. If we go to every nook and corner of our state, you will find the love for football is deep within the youths of our state. I don't know if you recall or no, but there was one kid who was just, I think he's just 6 or 7 years old, where the goalkeeper of Argentina has also posted a story about him. There we can see the amount of love that our people have for football. And with this Durand Cup, I'm sure it will create more and more love for football, and not only football as a sport, but sports as a whole.
At the very outset, I would like to thank the armed forces, especially our Indian Army, the Eastern Air Command, the Eastern Command, for having selected Shillong as one of the locations to host the Durand Cup for this year, and I'm sure for the future also. As was being mentioned by our sports minister, that we wanted to host this even last year. but because of a large number of challenges in terms of infrastructure, we were not able to host it on time last year. But I'm very happy that we are ready this year. And after a lot of efforts that have gone in from the sports department, even from our armed forces, continuous follow-up, continuous meetings, we are very happy that Shillong and Meghalaya also is part of this particular tournament, which I'm sure our young students out here who are here today would know that this is one of the oldest football tournaments in Asia. And it is in fact the oldest football tournament in Asia and the 5th oldest national competition in the world. That's how far and long and history that the Durand Cup and the Durand Trophy and the tournament has. So we are very, very privileged and very honored and very happy that this is being hosted, and one of the host cities is here in Shillong. And let me assure our officials from the armed forces that whatever support is required, which we have been doing in the past and even for the future, that we will be there to ensure that we leave no stone unturned to make sure that this tournament is a great success. And as was informed to you by our respected sports minister, that sports has been at the center of the policies and the programs that this government has been trying to work towards in the last 6 years. And that is why you've seen that in the last 6 years, huge amount of investment has been made in sports. For us, as a government, we have always focused on what we call a stakeholder approach in terms of development and policy making, which means we don't focus on schemes, but we focus on the beneficiary and the stakeholder for who the scheme is meant. Which means that rather than looking at the implementation of a scheme or a program, it is more important for us that what is the outcome of that scheme to that beneficiary and the stakeholder for whom this particular scheme is meant. And that change in the mindset of how we as a government look at when it comes to development and comes to stakeholder approach programs, it completely changes the dynamics of how you perform. Because now the youth is at the center of what we do. The schemes are revolving around it. The programs are revolving around you, which is the youth of our state. And hence, when we realized that we need to work towards ensuring that the youth require the support in sports, a lot of programs started coming out. You'll be happy to know that in the last 6 years, we have committed close to 1,000 crores in terms of infrastructure investment, in terms of stadiums and different sports infrastructures in the state in the last 6 years. This is almost close to 40% of what has been spent in the last 50 years. Therefore, a huge impetus and huge stress is laid on sports and the infrastructure as a whole. It's not just the sports infrastructure, but also we realize that the soft part of it, which means the different support we give to organizations, to different associations, to the MFA, and to different tournaments, is also equally important. And hence in the last 6 years, different programs like the Meghalaya Games, which has happened only 5 times in the history of our state, just 5 times. That means in the years 52, 53 years of our statehood, Meghalaya Games was hosted only 5 times. And out of these 5 times, 3 of them were in the last 6 years of this government. In the middle, we had COVID. Otherwise, we intended to have it every year. And now the government has made a decision that the Meghalaya Games will be held every year. And every year we will change the location in terms of the regions or the districts where we will be hosting it, so that we can create the infrastructures in those areas, leave the legacy behind for the youth to be able to utilize it, and more importantly, be able to allow our youth to move across in different parts of our region, experience the different cultures, see different parts of the state, interact with each other, and make sure that it's not just a sports tournament or a Meghalaya Games, but goes much, much far beyond that. Integral part of the policy that we have for the youth. Apart from that, every organization, association that is there, Meghalaya government supports each and every one of them. And I'm sure that if you were to ask any of them, they will tell you that they have not received any, a support like this ever before in the history of our state. And that is because we are very particular that the associations are the organizations that will ensure that the grassroots connection is there with the youth, and they are able to actually organize programs, sports and events at the grassroots level. Apart from that, giving scholarship and giving different prize monies to our youth. In the last 6 years, all the individual sports persons who have received medals at some national tournament, international tournament, or received medals at the national games, we have given them cash awards amounting to more than 6 crores in the last 6 years. And not only that, now there's a special program that gives scholarship to such students and such sports persons who are able to get different medals. And that's the kind of ecosystem and the environment and the policy that I'm talking about, the stakeholder approach, where we ensure that the individual, the youth, is at the center of the policy we make, and whatever we do is with the intention of ensuring that we provide a better opportunity for our youth. But apart from sports, we realize that the youth are very complex, because you need to have multiple dimensions of how you nurture this energy in the youth. And therefore, it's not just sports, but we realize other aspects of entrepreneurship, other aspects of music, other aspects of even, culture that comes in. All these different kind of aspects are there in our youth. Skilling is very important for us. So you will see, and I don't want to spend too much of time on it, but from the government point of view, we have looked at all of these different aspects. And that's the reason why we are focusing so much on different sports programs and different programs, because the youth is at the center. I've always believed, I know many of you have heard this from me, but I've always believed that the right investment in the youth is going to be and bear huge dividends for us. People ask me that, why are you spending so much of money on the Meghalaya Games? It is there for 1 week. And then after that, people go back to their locations. What's the use of wasting this money, expending and spending this money? But then they don't realize that it's not about that event alone. It's about the months and years of discipline that each of these kids puts in order to be there for that 1 week. It's an investment we make in the youth. It's not an expenditure. The discipline that you will get out of being a sports person will be with you for a lifetime. The kind of passion you will develop as a sports person will make and take out that energy inside you to be able to follow your passion and what you believe in. That is an investment that we're making. The values that in life there will be times when you lose, times when you win. To be able to accept defeat is also a character that sports build. And that is why sports is important. And we are happy to invest in our youth so that you become better citizens, responsible citizens, patriotic citizens, God-fearing citizens, citizens who will respect their elders and the nation. And therefore, this investment is something that we believe in. I'm extremely happy that the Durand Cup has come to Shillong finally. The infrastructure that you're seeing that has been created has been made possible by investing about 60 crores in this infrastructure. And there is another integrated complex that's coming up behind the JN Stadium, if some of you have noticed it, which is about an investment of 125 crores, which also we expect that maybe in a couple of years, we should be able to complete that. And of all the individuals, come and support your teams, be part of this great festival, I should say, this great tournament. And it is really another way to also, respect and in way integrate our nation and give the respect to our armed forces also, who sacrifice every day so that each of us can be safe. And therefore, it's a very important tournament. It's a great way to bring the nation together. And once again, I thank the armed forces for having organized this, and really thank them once again for bringing this tournament to Shillong. And once again, I assure you that we will give you 100% support in every way possible to make this tournament a great success. Wishing you all the very best, and may God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless our country and our state of Meghalaya. Kumle Chibun, Matela, and Jai Hind.